4486 transfer case, making noise when you put it in gear. .40 torques on the bolts here. Several spots around the case where you can tap on it. Okay, not much oil in here, and we have no pump, does not look like. Bearings seem to be okay. The chain, get that back on there. See how loose this chain is. Go ahead and leave the planet off. There is a little bit of play with the pinions, but nothing horrible. There's really nothing to this transfer case. Washer in the back here. Okay, unless there's something with this chain, this problem's not in here. It's not that loose. There's just really nothing here. Alright, I have to look for this problem elsewhere because it's not here. I'm gonna get down in there. This may have to be timed. Yeah, I see timing marks on it, so I'm gonna have to time this to get this back on there. Alright, so I'm gonna have to find out how to time it. There's just no problem here. Not sure where the problem's at, but it's not here. Okay, assuming I'm recording. Very difficult to do these seals. There is an installation tool for this seal right here. Very expensive, but it's damn near a must to put the seal in. Seals aren't here yet, but we can go ahead and put the transfer case together. We have our input shaft. It's going to go in here. We have a washer and our gear with this side up. We're just going to talk about it right now, but when I assemble it, this is the way it's going to go. The colored link of the chain is going to go up. Okay. And I can't put this in a hole in the table because the camera won't get there. We talked about timing of the planetary. There's timing marks on both sides. It does not specify where the timing marks need to be. They just all need to be in the same spot. So you can put them in here if you want to. They show it out here, but they say as long as they're all pointing the same direction when you put the gear in, that is where it needs to be. So make sure that once you get this gear in, that all of the timing marks are still in the same spot. Same's going to be true on this side. There's timing marks here, and you want to make sure that they're all in the same spot when you go to put this on. Go ahead and put this down. There we go. So, let me make sure my timing marks are all still where they need to be. Underneath this gear is that washer that we talked about. And you can lube all this up if you want to. I prefer not to. It's gonna sling all the grease or all the oil everywhere anyway. Immediately. Here's our washer. Put our gear back in. Everything's still lined up. Use you a good grade of silicone. Very, very thin beads. You do not need much at all. All it's going to do is squeeze it in and make a mess. Now I gotta go find my magnet. The magnet goes in that slot right there. This Loctite 598 is what I use. You can use that. You can use this Cortico EVO 300. That's good too. Ultra gray. Any of the ultras. Preferred gray or black. The others are just not quite there. But once we get our silicone on there, To get the output shaft out, you have to spread that snap ring out right there, push it out, and then your shaft will come out. There's no need for me to take that out. Going to have to spline that up to where it lines up in the gear, goes down. Once it goes down, we put our bolts in. On this bolt right here is where this bracket goes. These are self-tapping bolts, so make sure that they are started in the threads. You do not want to cut new threads. And tighten those down. I believe it was the studs on the front of the case are 89 inch-pounds. Case bolts are 15 foot-pounds. Drain and fill plugs are 18 foot-pounds. And the vent is 53 inch-pounds. So here's our drain and fill. Does not hold much oil at all. So we would get this I don't know how well this is going to go since I got to get the front in the hole. Just spline that up until it lines up. And this is leaning at an angle, so it's not going to be quite lined up. But just wiggle it around and spline it in until it gets lined up and goes all the way down before you put your bolts in and tighten them down. I have no idea when my seals are going to show up, but that's how it's done. I need to get this thing off of my bench and do something else, so that's going to be it for this one.